Hello and welcome to another texture pack review. Today we have SilkTex made by Schirm Jager and Super User Phoenix. Starting off, it has a very nice user interface. The colors mix well, and once it loads, there it is. The panorama is one of the most amazing ones I have seen. They use that mod which allows you for the water to reflect, of the world. And that looks very amazing. So let's skip to the sun here, which looks very nice. Let's go back to the moon. Oh, I got new moon, and let me click that again. There we go. Well, let me get the full moon, because the full moon is the one I like the most. And there we go. Yay! Okay, so let's look at the explosion. For a brief moment you saw the top side of the TNT. The explosion itself is not done, but as you notice, the particles are. Here we have a Nyancat bed, the bow, which the critical hits are finished, the map, which doesn't look finished, the pumpkin, the blur is not finished, and the fishing rod is. You can also see all of the eggs down there. They are completely finished. The armors, at least to my notice, this kind of resolution kind of has these like default armors preset to this resolution, so that's why I'm speeding up the clip, because I took quite a while wondering if they were finished or not. So at least Steve looks great, but again, I can't tell if the armor textures are placeholders or if he actually made them himself. So I'm sorry about that. So let's begin with the actual textures. Fire is default to this resolution, but the particles are finished. The lava flowing looks interesting, to say the least. It's not bad by any means. It just looks like a couple of worms moving around. The water, that little wavy effect, is very original, so I really like that. Well done, sir. Okay. Let's look at the boat, which I just kicked away. But there it is. The water has the same similar effect of being wavy, but the flowing water I really like. It sort of like slides between another, other textures of water. So that looks very nice. Let me drown here a bit so you can see that the bubbles are finished. Before I get to that picture, let's go to the squids. They're finished, and actually most of the mobs are in a very realistic texture looking pack. The wolves is also finished. Looking great. They also had like this X kind of theme. Anyway, here's the birch wood, normal wood, redwood, wooden planks, salt sand, dirt, leaves, sponge, obsidian, grass, gravel, sand, clay, snow, ice, which is not transparent, netherrack, stone, cobblestone, mossy cobblestone, jack-o'-lantern, and a pumpkin, sandstone, and the top side of the sandstone. Now, if some of these textures look familiar to you, if you previously seen my texture pack reviews, keep in mind that these are work in progress, and the textures are placeholders, meaning they were taken from other texture packs, but the author of this, the one who created these, did credit these people, so all of these texture packs were permitted. Here we have the lightstone and all of the ores, which look great. Here we have the stone brick, mossy and cracked, the cobweb, the bedrock, let me look at it again, the brick, gold, iron, and diamond blocks, alongside the lapis lazuli block and the TNT. Let me check the breaking animation here on the end stone. Now, I picked the end stone because now I'm used to it doing it here. Later on I'm going to remove the sign that I left above. But the breaking animation is finished and it looks great. And I like how it lights up the block whenever you begin breaking it. That's very unique and original. The painting, it has a creeper. Binds are definitely finished. Mycelium is also completed. Looks great. Dead shrub looks good. The cactus looks very spiky. Netherworld is also done, so is the tall grass and the fern. The red mushroom and red flower. The watermelon, brown and yellow flower. Sugarcane looks original. The wheat is white, and the saplings look amazing. But they also look familiar to another texture pack, so if they're original from here, those saplings are the best I've seen. Here we have the stone slab and the stairs, and the classic "You mad, bro?" Yeah, I'm mad, bro. I'm not happy. Here we have wooden pressure plate and stone pressure plates, the levers and buttons. Let me skip a little bit here to summon more enemies. Now, he's also added a variety of mobs. So we have like headless, different color ones, ones that have different expressions. And sorry for speeding this clip up, but I took so long admiring these mobs that the video would have extended to I believe it was 15 minutes without these edits. So you know, these are just a small sample of the variety there is in these mobs, because I think there's like 5 for each different mob or up to more. So props for the dedication of creating a variety of mobs. I especially love that skeleton that looks like Link. So amazing props for that. Let's look at the other here. Sorry, the rainbow creepers made me laugh. Silverfishes are finished, although they don't look to have that much variety. Magma cube's the same. Ender dragon is not finished, unfortunately. The gas is completed, and I love that design. Slimes and mushrooms are also done. Let's find the... Oh, endermans are done. Oh, I like that little chest thingy they have, and they look angry. Blazes. Oh, I love their flaming eyes, actually. Alright, let's skip that and let's go to the wooden doors, the iron doors, the dispenser, and by the way, all of the GUIs are finished, which I will be checking them. The note block and the jukebox. The inactive whetstone dust, which looks great. Blue torches, which is a unique design. Active whetstone dust with the red torches and the repeaters. Let's look at the pistons. Whoa, sorry, my mouse moved away. Pistons look great. Actually, I don't have any complaints about this texture pack. The rails are finished. Here's the detector rail and the power rail. Let's flip it up. Sorry, I flipped that too fast. The minecarts are also completed. They look more mechanical. The bookshelves look great, but those like green books stand out a little bit too much in my opinion. A little bit more of a darker shade would look better on those books. The enchantment table is done, and so is the book, and it looks fantastic. Ooh, enchantment table. Here we have the small chest and the large chest with most of the items. I believe all items are either using the standard template of the resolution or are finished. But for me, they look great. Well, I can't tell what some of those are, but the raw chicken looks great. Here we have the furnace, and I like how it has a creeper face. And if you consider those 2 blocks and the mouth where you create your item, it does kind of make sense that it's a creeper. He could edit the GUI to be a little bit more literally like a creeper face. Here we have the crafting table or workbench, the nether brick, which is finished, and the brewing stand. I like that design actually. It makes sense to the GUI that's inside of it. The cauldron is finished. See, I just enjoy that breaking animation because you can just light up any textures you can't see. The layers look great. Let me get rid of this sign because I do the end stone now for the breaking animation. Here we have all of the fences. Here I have the final picture. Huh, very nice. Wait a minute, actually, isn't that Steve with a beard? Does that mean he's Herobrine? Oh my god. Herobrine! Here we have the glass planes. They look great. I love that design. The iron bars also look neat. The monster spawner is also done with a nice skull on it. Very good. The end portal frame and the dragon egg looks like a chocolate egg. No offense. The cake looks great with a little strawberry design. Sweet. And here we have the trapdoor. I'm gonna speed up this clip too because I take a long time looking at the dogs. Because I like these dogs actually, and the black one with white is my favorite because they remind me of a husky. So let me run over here. The wall textures look nice, and here's the red mushrooms. Good. Let me jump over here to the brown mushroom. Very great. The sheep, which I don't like that very realistic face, to be honest. Or just my opinion. The cows also have come in a great variety. Sorry, I just like to kill them so they don't lag me too much. Now I'm again sorry if I'm speeding up this clip because I took way too long, but those angry dogs really look scary. Alright, so I had enough time messing around. All of the textures, by the way, tiled up. The only thing I don't like is that the grass looks a little bit too bright. You know, you can't really see the details on the textures, unlike the other blocks in this game. I mean, in this texture pack, sorry. So for me, the grass is the only thing that stands out. You know, like it doesn't tile up properly with the theme that these other textures are having. But other than that, all of the textures piled up completely well. I really like how the glass and the tree look. The Netherworld, for me, it looks too brownish and like pale in its color, like it's missing saturation. Because I prefer my Netherworld to be a little bit more red, like if it's actually hell. This world just looks like it's a wasteland, to be honest. At least the Nether portal stands out because it's a little bit more reddish, so that's always good. The end portal frame looks like default, but obviously in their style, and the Enderman eyes have been finished, which looks very great. So if you like this kind of like dark texture pack with realistic textures for the mobs, then please check the description below so you can download this texture pack if you're interested. Let's just look here at the end. And I love these Endermen because of their unique design. They don't have a variety of Endermen, but they look pretty great. So again, if I was to rate this texture pack, I would say a 9 out of 10 because of the detail. And some things are placeholders, but don't worry, I'm sure they'll get to them and finish them with their style. So until we meet again, I hope you enjoyed this review. My name was Still69. Take care and happy gaming. Lates.